Alright, welcome back to our channel, and today we're going to be reacting to an album that came out this year, and it's called Zeal Ardor by the band Zeal Ardor.
And the first song on it is called Zeal Ardor. So
perfect.
It's
the trifecta.
The trifecta.
So this is not an album I've heard, but it's one that Rylee has heard a lot.
I think it's probably one of my favorite from the year. Yeah, I've listened to it a lot.
Cool. So yeah, what's the genre of this? I've heard it's like a blend of many genres.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's under avant-garde metal, but that's just a genre that they put metal in that they don't know what to genre label it. But probably the best genre label would be blues metal.
Blues metal,
which I don't think there's any other blues metal. I think this is like its own thing. Like it's the only artist that does this. So
yeah, cool. Interesting. I've heard that there's like elements of like country and black metal in this too.
Yeah, it's definitely
right?
black metal. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, like Americana country.
Okay.
Kind of
yeah.
Vibes too. Yeah.
So what an interesting combo, because I don't like. Of course, I know those genres in their isolation and artists from them, but not one that's combined that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Should be interesting.
They're very unique. So yeah.
Yeah.
First song, Zeal Ardor.
Are the lyrics important in this music or no?
I can explain some of the lyrics, but I don't think they're that important.
Like not to follow along with?
They're more like in the vein of Rage Against the Machine, you'll find. Like kind of pumping you up and repeating lyrics and all of that.
Oh, okay.
Setting a stage for the intense music. So.
Gotcha. Cool. I like the foghorn bass.
Yeah.
It's very, it's almost like Hans Zimmer-ish. Yeah, and I don't know, otherwise, short track works well as an intro.
Yeah, it's one of those songs that, like, it's short, but, like, every element in it is just so cool. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's a very cool song. It's like a, walk down the street, being awesome kind of song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next song is Run.
Run. Very unique vocalist for this type of music.
Yeah, totally.
It's more of like a post-grunge sound.
I wouldn't have thought that. I love that high guitar. It's just soaring.
Yeah. Ooh.
The death growl is just so, like, acidic.
Yeah.
Like, corrosive.
The song's been mostly on the same chord. But it's very intense in how they do that.
My throat feels sore.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty solid second track. It's the same tier as the first, I'd say. Yeah, I really like the kind of like high pitched soaring guitar in the background. It's very very ominous. The whole song sounds very dark.
Yeah, I feel like this a lot of black metal is, especially like I guess older black metal, maybe just by virtue of what they had to record with, but a lot of it's a lot darker and a lot more unpolished, I guess. And this music is very like well produced, I guess you could say. It's very polished and very like clear what you're hearing, and very like a wall of sound in your face, which is I think a lot different than a lot of older black metal. So it's kind of cool to see that trend.
I saw this like meme today about that, where it's like black metal bands be like, "This sounds like shit. Put that in."
Yeah,
but like this sounds a lot more highly produced and like more polished than usual black metal, which sounds like it's like recorded on an iPhone.
Yeah.
So, but the screaming, like I don't know what you call it, like the kind of like scratchy sounding voice is definitely very black metal.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's very different than like the deeper death growl you get with like death metal. Or
Yeah,
something, right?
yeah, totally.
So, next track is called "Death to the Holy." Oh wow. So now we're getting to the more blues.
Yeah. Oh, the piano.
Ooh, that's a great guitar. Oh yeah, this is pretty awesome. Ooh.
I love the timing of that piano. You definitely get that call and response that like classic blues would have.
Yeah, that like high pitched like what do you call it, like vibrato guitar is totally something out of like Death Heaven. It's very very good. Nice drum solo or drum fill.
Yeah. I don't know what that instrument is.
Yeah, could be a synth.
It might be.
There's a German lyric, Tod den Heiligen, which just means death to the holy in German.
There are a few German bits on here. Pretty sure this band is Swedish, so I don't know why.
Oh, interesting. Well, German just sounds...
I actually, this is...
or Swiss, yeah. German just sounds cool, so...
Yeah. Yeah, this band is from Switzerland.
Okay. I don't think I've ever heard of a band from Switzerland before. Like, I've listened to a band from Switzerland. It's cool.
I really like a band called Quiet Island. They're like an indie folk band. They're from Switzerland as well.
Cool. Yeah, that's probably my favorite song so far. Message is very simple, but instrumentally it's really cool. Kind of got two parts, more of a verse chorus structure to that one.
Yeah,
but it really hits. It's good.
Yeah, they do that as this album goes on, as they have like the verse be more of like a bluesy kind of vibe, and then the chorus being like just black metal, and it's like they just kind of alternate.
No,
and I feel like because it's like just so different, it really, I don't know, just there's a lot of variety.
It didn't sound cheesy at all. Like they actually juggled those two very different sounds really well in this. So it's cool.
When I first listened to this album, I was like just awestruck by like how are they blending these two completely different genres? Like how does this work? How can you do this? Very cool.
It's kind of like the Igor album that we had. It was metal, but they mixed in a whole bunch of stuff. That was a lot more experimental than this.
Yeah, and I feel like they did it, and it almost. It's not that it didn't work, but like they didn't take themselves seriously.
No, Igor is much more like less serious. This like you can tell that they're having fun, obviously, but like these songs they sound more. I don't know. They make more sense.
Yeah.
So next we have Emersion. Very pop.
Very. Like a light synth pop.
When's the weekend gonna come in? I see.
This song does remind me of like Death Heaven, though.
Yeah.
Like just the positivity in the chords is very post-rock.
Well, the singing too, like it's totally what Death Heaven does, like, barring their last album.
Yeah.
But
And the guitars, it's just very Death Heaven song.
you know, I'm generally not like a big fan of this sort of sound because it just reminds me of like, you know, like phone commercials or something like that. But like it's just funny that this goes into that
Yeah.
kind of sound.
Yeah.
Like it somehow works because of the justification. If it was just if that was just the song, it would be pretty boring.
Yeah. Totally.
But I love this.
That part over there, that soaring line, reminds me of like Empty Room by Arcade Fire.
Yeah, totally. Very strong lead guitar.
I think this song's a bit of a palate cleanser.
Yeah, this is very, very blissed out, this song. Yeah, very interesting. So far, this album's had a good amount of variety. First two songs were more of the same, but the third track was very different, and then this track is again very different. So, really good album flow. Really keeps it interesting. And this song, like I wasn't sold at the beginning, but by the end, it's like it's a nice kind of feel good song.
Yeah.
And I like the black metal elements a lot, and how they use the electronic, more like poppy stuff to balance it out. Again, a really interesting combination of sounds.
Yeah, you don't hear it. You definitely hear that probably more than the blues crossed with black metal, but like you don't hear it very often to have like poppy elements be also part of the black metal. So it's kind of cool. Anyways,
The next track is called "The Golden Lyre."
With the whistle, I definitely get like country western vibes.
Yeah.
So yeah. This is a very Americana song.
Yeah, so far completely different than the rest of the album. It doesn't have the big burst into black metal moments, at least yet.
Just love that drum beat.
Nice. That song, weirdly enough, I don't know if you made this connection, but they reminded me a lot of the Beatles. Like the singing is very much like Paul McCartney, White Album era kind of stuff. Where it's like the more growly voice, and it kind of reminded like Helter Skelter, but a bit slower. It was a cool song.
Interesting. I would never made that connection, but very cool.
I don't know, even like the more like folkier elements of that song, like totally, Beatles, but like, more modern. It was cool, yeah. And probably my least favorite song so far, but a cool one. Again, another big change in sound though. So
yeah, the song was just the blues Americana.
It was
kind of side of it.
Yeah. All right. Now we have Erase.
Very post-rock guitar.
Yeah. Oh. Cool.
I feel like this would be a song if you're at the concert, which they're coming to Edmonton soon, but
Oh,
if you're at the concert, you'd be like,
oh yeah,
to this song.
a headbang along.
It's a good tempo for that. One of my favorite moments in the album is coming up. Love that.
I love those guitars. Just-
I love that with the scream singing is like the melody line and then like their harmonies around it. It's so nice.
What an interesting way to take the outro. Very chill. Cool. That might be my favorite song so far. It has a good balance of light and dark, heaviness and softness.
For sure.
Has some really good riffs, good guitars, good drumming. Like, pretty
Yeah.
solid song. I didn't have a lot of surprises like some of the earlier tracks, but it was just a really good song. I
Totally.
don't know, is that one of your favorites?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. All right, next we have Bow. Is that humming?
Yeah, I think so. I love that low like synth bass,
Yeah.
very thick.
Neat.
Yeah.
That song was short and like didn't have a lot to it, but it what really stuck out to me is it reminded me of like now don't take this the wrong way, but like Imagine Dragons.
How?
But I think what Imagine Dragons are going for but don't do because their production is so awful.
Oh.
Like this like has the sort of same like big like, you know, sort of poppy but like big kind of like intense romp shout lyrics sort of like, you know, big hand claps sort of stadium sound.
Totally, yeah.
But like it's produced really well. And actually has the energy they're going for. It's not wasted, so it's a good song.
Yeah, it's definitely more in the line of like Golden Lyre, like
Yeah,
not
it
really
is.
a metal track, but
It's
very,
more upbeat and like heavier.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. It's the other mode of this album.
Yeah.
So cool song. Now we have Feed the Machine. You give likes very sparingly.
I do.
I'm like, there's definitely a couple earlier on that I would have probably given a like to.
Yeah.
That's cool. What does Bellatar Halley
So that's an example. Throughout this album, they scream the names of demons and devils from the Bible.
Oh, okay.
It's just a thing. I just searched it up and I was like, oh, cool.
They're like revelations.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I love how this part is so like atonal, where it's like there's no tonal core to it. It's just kind of like all like high, like drifting.
Yeah. More demons.
Yeah.
I recognize some of these.
This is obviously a likening, maybe not obviously, but it's a likening like demons and stuff to capitalism.
Oh yeah, and the last song is anti-capitalist.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
Does, so yeah.
Or
Or at least anti-imperialist.
Anti-imperialist.
Belial.
I have no idea what's going on timing-wise, but it's very cool.
Yeah.
That was my favorite song the first time I listened to this album.
Yeah, that's a really fun one. It's a bit cheesy, but like it's a pretty fun song. I mean, in it you can learn a lot of fun demon names. So.
Yeah.
No, it has a good energy to it as well. Like I don't know, it's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
Very heavy actually. One of the heaviest on the album for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. So next is I Caught You. It's a very long screen.
Yeah. More devil names.
Oh. It's a good build up here.
I love how that sounds like an alarm.
Yeah, it does. We definitely had some tempo changes.
Oh yeah. Song definitely has like a lot of like they fall down and then they build up again and they fall down.
Yeah. Very Rage Against the Machine outro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like they're like black metal side. That's definitely more of a black metal song.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was more like a race or something along those lines, or even feed the machine. like the previous song. But yeah, no, cool. Very heavy again. I like the use of dynamics in that one a lot. Although it didn't stand out as much as some of the other tracks, but it was good.
Yeah.
Solid. Now we have Church Burns. I like that guitar. This is like the continuation of the Death to the Holy song.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun.
Tambourine is so powerful.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, another solid track. I really was close to the first two tracks, I'd say. And that kind of like, kind of awesome hype up feeling.
Yeah.
But the lyrics are fun too.
I feel like that song in this album is one of the best like meldings of the two kind of genres.
It is, yeah. It's heavy. It's not that metal though. It's heavy though.
Yeah, it's like a
hard
middle
rock
ground
song
between them. Yeah.
with like the blues elements. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. Yeah, yeah, pretty cool. Probably the least black metal aligned for sure. Well, that
There were
one,
a few that were
that
didn't
one
have any,
and
but yeah.
what's it called? Golden Liar are like
Yeah.
very not black metal aligned, but still fit in the album really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next we have Götterdämmerung, which I think means God damning.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Oh, it's all in German.
so Götterdämmerung. From what I've seen, it means I thought it would mean goddamning, but it also means twilight.
Oh, interesting. Götterdämmerung. Oh.
Which when I looked that up, I was like, this doesn't sound right, but so it
Weird.
might not be right, but
It could be like in German, like some sort of saying that references Twilight. People refer to it as Twilight, but I don't know.
yeah, it's interesting. I think this is the band's most popular song.
Oh, interesting.
I like how those are produced. They're very like ambient.
Echoey.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fun. Yeah, I like the use of German in that song. It's just, very epic. Almost like chanting in the chorus there. And yeah, otherwise like a solid, more black metal aligned
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, definitely not one of my favorites.
I don't get why that's the most popular by the
Yeah.
band. Like,
I think it just goes hard.
it goes pretty hard, but some other tracks in this album do as well. Maybe a bit better, but I mean, it still fits really well on the album. So,
Yeah.
Hold Your Head Low.
As you can see, this is liked, so it's one of my favorites.
Cool. It's also the longest song so far. Although there haven't been very many long songs in this album. We're already almost at the end, too.
His backing vocals are so ghostly.
Yeah. They also have that kind of like bluesy sound.
Yeah. Definitely more Death Heaven aligned.
Oh yeah, it's very hazy, this part.
I love this progression with the guitar.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting chord jump.
I actually learned it on guitar. It's very cool. Modulation they do.
Cool. Yeah, definitely one of the strongest songs. Very has this like kind of like, you know, that ethereal black metal sound, but also is catchy and driving and a very complete song. It's good.
It has a certain like haunting quality kind of underlying it the whole time. That just I don't know. I just keep coming back to that.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best songs for sure. Nice. JMB. Much faster tempo.
Oh yeah. I got slightly detuned like piano.
This part here is almost like more, I don't know, like post-hardcore or something like that.
I can see it.
The song in general is like, it's weird. It's like not quite metal. It's too light.
Yeah, it's like probably more rock-aligned, just fast.
Yeah, it's just a fast rock. A lot of great energy. Cool, yeah. Interesting as a second to last track.
Pretty simple in its concept, but just cool.
Yeah,
sound.
it's a cool jam. Now we have another track that is spelled out. Do they work JMB?
I've looked at it for a bit. I have no idea what it means.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
And another short track to close the album. AHIL. It's very fat sound. Very synth heavy, this song. I guess they foreshadowed this with Emersion.
Yeah, and all the synths are like kind of clipping, like they're lots of gain.
And very detuned.
Yeah. This song has a very like triumphant feel to it.
I guess so.
It's just the ascending
It's also a bit desolate.
notes. Yeah, I can see that. It's like alone on the tip of a mountain, like staring off proudly.
Yeah,
Like,
it has that kind of sound.
yeah.
It's desolate, but also, yeah, a bit triumphant in the chord progression mostly. Synth, kind of almost horn-sounding synth. Right? Yeah. Interesting end to the album. Instrumental and just more electronic. But yeah, very varied experience. a lot of interesting sounds in this album. Still cohesively worked pretty well together. It's sometimes heavy, it's sometimes kind of fun, and sometimes like a bit sing along or kind of like a stomper type song.
Yeah, totally.
Some stadium rock moments.
I
Some,
like how
black
it
metal.
ends. I like how it ends too, because it's like the last 3 tracks are definitely lighter tracks.
Yeah, they are.
I feel like after Götterdämmerung, you kind of get like worn out. It's like, okay, that was a lot, and then it's kind of like I don't know if I feel like done with the metal sound, but it's like I'm just kind of like a little bit worn out, and they give you like less
don't
and
overdo
trickle
it.
you off of it, right?
A lot of metal albums are very long.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, it's like, okay, wow, my ears have been fully assaulted.
Yeah.
This tone is very light on metal, to be honest.
It uses it sparingly and almost like out of contrast for like the different parts. It
Yeah.
there's a lot of dynamic range that they use, I think, really well.
It's almost more of like a blues rock, hard rock, pop rock album than it is like a metal album. It just has that as like another sound that they kind of go to. It's cool.
Yeah. What do you think overall?
Pretty decent. I'll probably give it another listen. I don't know if it's one of my favorites of the year or anything, but also only first listen.
Yeah.
But it was pretty solid, especially a couple songs like the first 2 and Erase and Hold Your Head Low.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that this album is the most consistent in terms of like quality throughout.
No.
Or quality is maybe not.
There were no
I don't
bad
like all
songs,
of the.
though.
Yeah, I don't like all of the songs. But that's probably more of a taste thing than anything. Like I could see someone listening to this. Actually, probably the most popular listening experience to this is metalheads going into it and liking the metal moments, right?
Yeah.
But like when I go into this, I am a bit of a metalhead, but I liked the non-metal moments the most. There were some metal moments that were like really cool, especially the ones that like related me more to Death Heaven and stuff.
I think I actually like that the most. On
Yeah.
the album.
Interesting thing is their other albums are more aligned to that.
Oh, okay.
More post-rock.
So this is them transitioning more into like a slightly more pop or like blues rock.
It's definitely more pop. I think they use the blues stuff in their other albums, but the poppier synth elements are definitely new in this album. So
Cool.
yeah,
I mean, it worked out pretty well.
yeah, and it like boosted their popularity for them. So
Oh yeah, I bet.
that helps. But yeah,
Neat. Well, it was fun.
yeah. If you have any other experimental metal albums, definitely put them in the comments because I personally enjoy listening to this stuff. And if I'll probably get into them first, and then if I really like them and think it would be interesting to listen to, then I'll show it to you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's kind of one of the threads on this channel is following those type of albums.
Another one that we're considering doing eventually, which I think is one of the weirdest avant-garde metal albums, is Salmon by Ooh. So that'd be a fun one to do.
Is that how you pronounce their name?
No idea how you pronounce it.
It's unpronounceable as far as I can tell.
It's just lowercase O's with capital O's alternating. So it's no idea. But yeah. So if you're interested in that album particularly, voice support and we might do it. But
that's right. But either way, we'll see you next time.
Yeah.